Welcome to Sri Lanka, a gentle land where time stands still, where forests breathe and rivers fill. With every step, a story flows, in fragrant winds and blooming rose. The skies are wide, the hearts are kind, a hidden world for you to find. So close your eyes, begin to see Sri Lanka's soul, wild and free.
There's something about you that's different. I see it in your eyes. Something isn't right. Tell me again what I'm missing. 'Cause you're fading out. We've been here before. Tell me again, just tell me again and babe.
High above the forests of Sri Lanka rises a rock like no other. This is Sigiriya, the Lion Rock, a fortress in the sky, carved by ambition, surrounded by mystery. Over 1,500 years ago, a king named Kashyapa built his palace atop this massive stone, a bold move to escape betrayal, to claim power, to live among the clouds. He shaped the rock into a royal citadel, with gardens that still breathe, frescoes that still speak, and a mirror wall that once reflected his pride. Some say it was like paradise, others say it was a prison. But one thing is certain: Sigiriya is a masterpiece of ancient engineering and art. Long before the sun touches the valleys below, shadows move gently along the mountainside. One by one, footsteps echo in silence, climbing, breathing, hoping. This is Adam's Peak, a solitary mountain rising above the forests of Sri Lanka, watched by stars, and later by the rising light. For centuries, people have climbed this mountain before dawn. Children, elders, believers and wanderers, all following a path lit by lanterns, all drawn by something deeper than curiosity. At the summit, carved in stone, lies a single footprint. Some say it's the first step of Adam, here after leaving paradise. Others see the mark of Buddha or the presence of Shiva. Beliefs may differ, stories may change. For some, it's Adam's first step. For others, it's a footprint of Buddha or Shiva. But in the end, these are just tales, whispers passed down through time. It's not faith alone that brings people here. Sometimes it's the beauty of not knowing, of walking toward a legend and finding peace in the story. It's not just a train ride, it's a drift through rolling hills, where the clouds dance between the trees and nature hums with every turn of the wheels. This is the journey to Yala. The train departs from Kandy, weaving through endless tea plantations, crossing ancient bridges built in colonial times like the iconic Nine Arches Bridge, standing tall and proud in the heart of the jungle. Along the way, passengers lean out of open windows, letting the cool mountain breeze kiss their faces, watching waterfalls tumble and sleepy villages pass quietly by. This journey isn't about speed, it's about stillness in motion, a moment to pause, to breathe, to be a part of something pure and untouched. In the train to Yala, time gently dissolves, leaving only you, the tracks, and the beauty of Sri Lanka's soul. Welcome to Yala National Park is Sri Lanka's most famous wildlife reserve. And for good reason. Located in the southeast of the island, it spans over 900 square kilometers of dry forests, scrub plains and lagoons, reaching all the way to the Indian Ocean. The landscape here is rugged and raw. Trees twist under the dry sun. The air is still, yet alive with movement. This isn't a zoo, it's a living ecosystem. Unpredictable, untamed, and entirely wild. Yala is home to an impressive variety of wildlife, but among all its residents, one animal stands out. Not for its stealth, but for its presence. The Asian elephant. Towering yet gentle, these giants move in small herds through the dry forests and open grasslands. Mothers guide their young across dusty tracks, their trunks brushing the earth with quiet purpose. You may see them bathing in shallow lakes or pulling leaves from thorny trees with astonishing care. Unlike their African relatives, Sri Lanka's elephants are smaller, with smoother skin and shorter tusks. Yet they are deeply respected, not only as a symbol of strength, but also as sacred animals in Sri Lankan culture. For centuries, they've been part of local traditions and beliefs. Watching an elephant in the wild is more than a sighting. It's a reminder of time moving slowly, of intelligence that feels ancient, of life connected to land in ways we often forget. And while leopards may be the park's most famous predators, elusive, elegant, and difficult to find, it is the elephant that truly defines the rhythm of Yala. Their footsteps echo through the forest. Their presence shapes the landscape. Yala is home to an impressive variety of wildlife: Asian elephants, spotted deer, water buffalo, crocodiles, wild boar, and over 200 species of birds. But it's best known for its leopards. The park holds one of the highest densities of leopards in the world. And yet, sightings are never guaranteed. The leopard moves silently. It appears, then disappears, as if part of the forest itself. Safaris here begin before sunrise. Jeeps drive slowly through dusty paths. Guides listen for alarm calls, scan the treetops, and search for fresh tracks on the ground. Every moment holds potential. Every pause might become an encounter. But Yala is more than a checklist of animals. It's a place to observe nature on its terms, to feel the tension of the unknown, and to understand that in a world so often controlled and ordered, there are still places where humans are simply visitors, where nature sets the rules. In Yala, the wild is not just preserved, it thrives. And for those who come with patience and respect, it offers something rare, an honest glimpse into a world untouched by noise, fences, or routine. From far above, Sri Lanka appears as a teardrop resting gently on the Indian Ocean. But as we descend from the sky, something remarkable begins to unfold. At the heart of this island lies a cool, cloud-wrapped realm. The Central Highlands, a high plateau running north to south for around 60 kilometers. The peaks are shrouded in a swiftly moving blanket of cloud. These are the cloud forests, a world apart from the sweltering heat of the plains below. Though Sri Lanka's lowlands are gripped by the dry season, here there's no shortage of water all year round. The lichens, mosses, and ferns that cloak every tree act like sponges. In a process known as fog stripping, they absorb moisture directly from the clouds. That moisture is gradually released into the countless waterways that crisscross the highlands. 3 of Sri Lanka's major rivers have their origins here, delivering life-giving water to the arid plains below. Just like the ancient reservoirs scattered across the country, Sri Lanka's cool heart plays a vital role, sustaining the island through periods of drought. Respected by many Sri Lankans, no animal is as deeply entwined with the country's history and culture as the elephant. Centuries ago, these majestic creatures were essential, used to build the foundations of great cities and carve out vast reservoirs. To this day, elephants remain vital to island life. Few Buddhist festivals are complete without a procession of elephants. For religious ceremonies, tusks are a symbol of pride. But in Sri Lanka, less than 10% of male elephants are tuskers. As a result, temple elephants are often brought in from other parts of Asia. A wild Sri Lankan tusker is a truly rare sight. But Sri Lanka's soul isn't only found in the mountains or temples. It flows outward, beyond the forests, past the fields, until it reaches the endless horizon of the sea. Here, where land meets ocean, the heartbeat of the island changes rhythm. The coastlines are alive, with salt on the wind and stories carried on waves. From the misty highlands, the water begins its descent, meandering through forest and field, until it reaches the island's edge, where land surrenders to the vast blue expanse of the sea. Here, Sri Lanka is cradled by the Indian Ocean. Its turquoise waters shape the lives of those who dwell along the coast. On the golden shores, life stirs with the first light. Fishermen gather at the edge of the sea, their nets coiled and ready. With steady hands, they cast their hopes into the waves, then wait, ice fixed on the horizon. When the time comes, together, they haul the nets back, heavy with the morning's catch. Laughter, calls, and the splash of fish fill the salty air. Boats are dragged ashore, their wooden hulls glistening under the rising sun. Here on the beach, every day is a meeting between land and sea, a timeless dance of survival and tradition. Along the rugged shores, fishermen cast their nets, ancient threads of hope and survival, into the turbulent sea. Their hands, weathered by sun and salt, move with the grace of generations past, reading the tidal currents as if playing an old familiar song. The scent of the ocean lingers in the cool, misty air, while seagulls sing overhead and the morning light dances on the lapping waves. Here, life and the sea are in harmony, a silent pact between the human heart and the spirit of the water. From ancient cities shaped by elephants, to cloud forests shrouded in mist, to the wild rivers that spring from the central highlands, to the timeless beaches where fishermen cast their nets. This is the soul of Sri Lanka. If this journey has inspired you, I invite you to continue exploring with us. Explore all that our world holds and tell us which country you would like to see in the next episode. I am Sophia. and this is the WD Documentary Channel. Subscribe and join us as we explore the world.
I get the vibe that you're distant. There's something about you that's different.